This video is long overdue, and I actually meant to do this video a couple of days, actually weeks ago. I meant to do this video before Christmas, but I was getting sick, and also I started my new job as direct support professional, so I tried to wait after Christmas to do this. But again, I was still a bit sick, and I was also doing work. And then I meant to do this back on Saturday, but I was busy uploading the 2020 highlights that I posted on my channel. And I also meant to do this video yesterday, but then the weekend's new phase happened, so I needed to make a video talking about that. And speaking of that video, all I gotta say is, wow. Wow. I mean, just wow. I mean, just the video just went on fire. I'm not even surprised that my video on the weekend's new face started to go. I mean, it's basically a new thing. I talked about it the day after it was revealed. So I knew it was gonna do well, but to get more than 100 views on it in a 24-hour span, that was so quick. That's the quickest to 100 that I ever had. And how quick, you ask? I posted the video, and then I watched that entire video, and then I had Chinese food for dinner. I ate my dinner, and I did the dishes, and then I came back, and then when I looked at it, it already got over 10 views. And then I came back home earlier today, turn on the computer, look at it, and not only did this video over 100 views, but I instantly got more than 5 subscribers to that. Like the beginning of the year, I got 38 subscribers. Now, as of recording this video, I already reached 44 subscribers. Just wow. That's only the first video of this new year. Seriously, if that's not the best way to start the new year, I don't know what is. But also, not only that, but also reached 10,000 views on my channel. So thank you guys so much for the support and all that. I'm excited to see where this channel is gonna go for 2021. But anyway, enough of the old stuff. Now let's talk about this long overdue video. After months and months of waiting, I'm happy to say that hockey is gonna come back. Yes, we're exactly a week away for a new season. Well, actually, for the Rangers, the NHL season starts at January 13th, but the Rangers start at January 14th. You really gotta force me and other Ranger fans and all the fans that are scheduled to start on the 14th to wait an extra day. But it's here, and I'm excited. As obviously expected, this season is different than normal. The first thing is that we're gonna have 56 games instead of 82 games. So basically, in that shortened season, the waivers period already started in December 28th, and then in December 31st, which was where non-playoff teams start training camps. So the Ducks, the Devils, the Red Wings, the Canes, the Sharks, the Sabres, and the Senators started their training camp. The rest of the teams started their training camps, including the Rangers, in January 3rd. So now, as I said, the season's going to start on January 13th. And then on February 1st, teams can begin requesting players waive their no movement clause for expansion draft purposes. Because after this season, we're going to have a new team in Seattle called the Seattle Kraken. Release the Kraken! And then in April 12th, we'll have the trading deadline. May 8th will be when the regular season ends. Then May 11th is when the playoffs begin. The last possible day for the playoffs will end at July 15th. And then 24 hours after the playoffs is over, we'll have a buyout period. Then July 21st will be the expansion draft, and July 23rd to 24th we'll have the NHL draft, and July 28th will be where free agency begins. So basically, this is similar to the 2012 to 2013 NHL lockout shortened season, but this time it's due to the pandemic, not for money and all that stuff. So, but not only that, but temporarily we're gonna have 4 different divisions. First, there's the North Division, and I don't need to say anything about that because the North Division has all Canadian teams. And then we have the West Division, which will have the Ducks, the Coyotes, the Avalanche, the Canes, the Wild, the Sharks, the Blues, and the Golden Knights. Then we're gonna have the Central Division, which will have the Hurricanes, the Blackhawks, the Blue Jackets, the Stars, the Red Wings, the Panthers, the Predators, and the Stanley Cup champions Tampa Bay Lightning. So now we're gonna have the East. So besides the New York Rangers, we're gonna have the Bruins, the Sabres, the Devils, the Islanders, the Flyers, the Penguins, and the Capitals. And what's interesting is that this time around, it's not going to be regular games where we play every single team. No, for this time around, we'll only be playing against teams in our division. So basically, if you're in the East Division, you only play against the East teams and all that. And that seems tough because the East divisions are stacked with Stanley Cup contenders. It's like they're very elite, which makes it difficult. But luckily, it's getting easier because they said that in order to make it to the playoffs, you need to land as the top 4 teams in the division. So I mean, you have to make it to the top 4 in your own division to make the playoffs. If you don't make the top 4, you're eliminated. So basically for the Rangers, they have 4 out of 8 chances to make it, which is really interesting. And another thing is that the training camp roster has been expanded. So this roster, we're gonna have 36 skaters and unlimited goalies, which is interesting. So since they're talking about the roster, let me talk about it. As we know, I already mentioned the main roster, but to recap, the first line will consist of Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, and Pavel Buchnevich. In the second line, it was going to be Artemi Panarin, Ryan Strome, and Cabo Kakko. The third line was going to have Alexis Lafreniere, Philippe Hito, and Julien Gauthier. The top 3 lines are already discussed, and I knew it was happened. But the 4th line is the question. Only Brendan Lemieux is locked as a 4th line. But now there's a race between Brett Howden and Morgan Barron for the 4th line center, and the other winner is up to grabs. But for the 4th line, I predict the 4th line will be Phil DiGiuseppe, Brett Howden, and Brendan Lemieux. So now for the extra lines, the 5th line, which basically known as the first line for the Wolfpack, will consist of Kevin Rooney, Morgan Barron, Barron's going to be exciting, and Johnny Brodzinski. Then the second line will consist of Tim Gettinger, Colin Blackwell, and Justin Richards. And then the 7th line would consist of Patrick Kodorenko, Gabriel Fontaine, and Anthony Greco. And the extra forward will be Austin Rutschhoff, and after he plays his KHL season, we'll add Vitaly Kravtsov into the mix. So a lot of new faces and all that. We don't know if those finishing line combinations will be exact, but those are my predictions. I mean, I do know the players that are there because the rosters are there. Now the defense pairs, that's actually different. We're actually going to have Tony DeAngelo moved in the left side with Jacob Trouba. So the first line will consist of Tony DeAngelo and Jacob Trouba. And the second pair, which I originally predicted to be first pair, will consist of Ryan Lindgren and Adam Fox, so which means the third pair will be Jack Johnson and Brendan Smith. It actually makes more sense. So now the defense lines are different. For the fourth pair, or the first pair for the Hartford Wolfpack, I've definitely predicted Keandre Miller and Darren Radish. Keandre Miller is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what he'll do. For the fifth pair, I predict is Libor Hayek and Matthew Robertson, which is surprising. I didn't expect him to be there. Then the sixth pair will consist of Tarmo Ruunanen and Anthony Potato, and the extra defenseman will be Brendan Crawley. So a lot of interesting names. And of course the goalies, I've already predicted it. So we know the main goalie will be Igor Shesterkin. The backup goalie consists of Alexander Georgiev. The number 3 goalie, who will be the number 1 goalie for the Wolfpack, for now anyways, will be Keith Kincaid. The number 4 goalie will be Tyler Wall. And the 5th goalie will be Adam Huska. So the season's gonna start next week, and I'm super excited now. Now I actually have my predictions for what the standings would look like in the season. Like I did it a couple weeks ago, and as time went by, like the standings started to change because of things like Zdeno Chara going to the Capitals and Henrik Lundqvist, who was supposed to play for the Capitals, suffered a heart condition and will miss out the entire season, which sucks for the Capitals fans. Like, so basically, as a result of that, they got nothing. So I'm gonna leave my own predictions for the final standings for the regular season. Of course, they're just predictions, so it obviously doesn't mean that what I predict is gonna be true. It's just based on my own opinion, which is based on the moves and the players we got and all that. So here they are, and I can't wait for hockey to begin.